Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Squalo and I'm bringing you this bad news on Bitcoin. Sorry guys and girls. So there has been some bad news that came out tonight during the night, and I really want to cover the reasons and what we can expect from Bitcoin in short-term perspective. We're going to take a look at some news and some of the stuff that is going to be coming out in just a few hours that is very important for you to understand, and also we're going to take a look at the price targets and what you can expect from Bitcoin. So remember that my videos usually are a bit longer than other YouTube channels, simply because they're jam-packed with super useful information that you can always use this 1.5 speed up here on YouTube, so that it's much faster to watch than if you would be watching it at regular speed. So enjoy that, and as always, if you're brand new to the channel, subscribe, hit that like button, comment down below, tell me your price predictions for 2022. I'm very excited to hear them, and let's just jump right into it, because this stuff right now is very important, and we are currently at a very important turning point in cryptocurrency, so you have to always watch these videos from the beginning and until the end. And quickly before we get into this cool stuff here, is that if you want to be trading yourself actively, and I mean we've had some insane trades that we've taken that I've mentioned, and we're gonna go over them, then you can safely put your trades in over on Bybit or over on BitGet, and with my exclusive links down in the comments, in the pinned comment or in the description of the video, you can claim up to $9,100 in free bonuses, 5K over on BitGet and 4,100 over on Bybit, because you simply used my link, and when you deposit money into your account, you'll get those insane bonuses on top of your initial deposit. Okay, without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. So we're seeing currently we had this very important support. Then, as I told you before, and I mean you can go back in my videos and tell you that I told you that when this support was broken, this was a perfect short trade. So me personally, this was a perfect retest that I personally missed. So, and this was an insane shorting opportunity. So if you've taken it, congratulations, call me Mr. Spot On, and you are welcome. An insane trade. And also a retest here was also mentioned that it was an awesome false break model entry into the trend. So we are not moon boys here. We're just trying to follow what the price is telling us and what the fundamentals are telling us, and nothing is really that good looking. So if you're still in the short trade, you can stick around till the CPE data comes out later today. We're going to get to it in just a second. So when it comes to the news, number one that I really wanted to mention, and again in these videos I really want to cover these things, all the news that are coming out as soon as possible and as in simple of terms as possible. So Bitcoin holds 20k, which doesn't anymore, but European Central Bank warns that inflation may never return to pre-COVID lows. And this is quite bad news, to be honest. The head of ECB appeared to state that inflation will remain high indefinitely. I don't think that we're going back to the period of low inflation, said the head of the European Central Bank at the forum event in Portugal. So this is very bad news. So it's just going to tell us about the state of the economy, and which is going to translate into the poor performance of high-risk assets, because we always know that we want these good economic conditions, especially low inflation and low interest rates and money printing preferably for exponential growth of high-risk assets. So that's not very good. But now let's get to the worst stuff that happened tonight, and which I mentioned in the previous video yesterday. And if you haven't watched it, well, you missed this insane opportunity. And that is that the Grayscale's spot ETF was rejected, and it's, to be honest, it's just sad. They're manipulating it so much right now that there is no legal basis, unless we talk about some arbitrary terms, that you can always find a reason not to do something, which is just stupid. That Grayscale is actually launching legal challenge to Bitcoin spot ETF rejection is a good thing, because they finally have to challenge it, because there is no legal rational basis for them to decline it. It's just the manipulation that it's just, maybe you believe in conspiracy theories, maybe you don't. I do personally believe in some of them, so let me know down in the comments if you believe that it's all just a massive manipulation to bring the price down, so all the richest out of all the millennials that run the countries like United States can actually load up the bags. Let me know. And we are seeing this happen right now in the accumulation trends of bigger whales. And the bad thing really when it comes to this rejection of the ETF, it just means that we're not going to see the spot ETF any time soon, because currently the Grayscale is going to be suing SEC and is currently suing SEC, but we all know that these things don't get resolved very fast. So this James, an ETF analyst at Bloomberg Intelligence, said that while the lawsuit has been filed, which is great. A court ruling on the matter is not expected until the third quarter of next year, or maybe even the first quarter of 2024. Meaning that we may not see the whatever. So this is really sad, unfortunately, and this means that this whole shenanigan is gonna be prolonged till later on in potentially even 2024, which is maybe even a good thing. It's going to coincide really well with the next Bitcoin halving. So remember that whenever they're going to actually finally approve the spot ETF, it's going to open the floodgates for huge capital it's going to create the legal framework for smart money and big money to invest into Bitcoin directly. So, and this is bad news for Bitcoin currently, and that's why we're seeing this kind of a sell-off right here. That's why I told you in the last video that one of the important catalysts, negative or positive, is going to be either the approval or disapproval of the ETF, which ended up being a disapproval. And right now, it's not all for today. There is potentially more pain coming for Bitcoin right now, and that is going to be the release of PCE data, Personal Consumptions Expenditures Index, which is scheduled for today, and is going to be released 8:30, where is it? Right here, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time, so just in a couple of hours. And what we can expect from this is, as I said before in the previous video, really want for the market to move and to react to this. We want something that is not priced in to the price to happen. Number one, we want for something positive for price to actually reverse or have some kind of a relief rally. We want this number to go much lower than 6.3. So this would be a very good positive catalyst event. On the other hand, if this is going to be much higher than in April, so if it's going to be much higher than 6.3, this is going to be a very, very bad news, and is definitely going to contribute to a further downfall of Bitcoin. So, and this brings us to the topic of the actual price targets. Right now, we've already lost the support of 20K right here. We lost the support of this falling wedge right here, which is a bullish target, but in this kind of macro environment, and that's why I said that fundamentals currently are dominating, because falling wedges normally are bullish patterns, but in a good economy and when everything is bullish. But on the other hand, when everything is bad and Grayscale is losing the potential spot ETF, it all just goes down, and all the worst odds actually come to fruition. So we lost 20K as well. We lost the previous all-time high. At this point, we actually are going down with, let's take a look. Well, with the relative amount of volume, there isn't really that much volume, to be honest. This is quite surprising, but okay. The volume might come in later if we're going to be actually breaking the ultimate support. And the ultimate support at this point for us, guys and girls, is, and if you're in the short trade, I would, again, not financial advice, what I would be personally doing is I would be taking at least partial profits at about $18,000 right here. And the reason why that we've got rejected from this level previously right here, and this level is from the weekly chart. This has been an insane support since like 7 years, so since August of 2015, and we got supported by it right here in the COVID crash, and we just got rejected from it right here previously in this price action. So it's gonna definitely have some kind of an effect on the price. Maybe we'll retest 20K again. Who knows really at this point how bad the CPE data is going to come out later today, but this is the price level to be watching, and at least some kind of a take profit has to be set at this level. But of course we have to mention that if we do lose this level, then the next one, the potential for us, is going to be the target of about $14,000. Believe it or not, this is how painful it might become, but I'm actually looking forward to it, because me and my actual crypto hedge fund, we did not start deploying capital yet, but we're gonna start deploying it very soon and probably in the coming months. And I really am looking forward to buying into, with huge amounts of money that we have at the hedge fund, I'm really looking forward to buying into Bitcoin at prices like 14K or even 10K, because that's gonna make me filthy rich very fast. And here is going to be a link to Bybit tutorial if you want to check out and trade yourself over on Bybit and learn how to trade properly. Then here is a tutorial, check it out. And once again, stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.